Hi everyone, welcome to Ethernal Realms. We're going to be taking a look at your career and finances in the coming 6 months, and also how you can get more success in whatever you are venturing towards. We have 3 piles here for the first time. I just felt called more to, make 3 instead of 4 as I normally do. But regardless, please use your intuition to pick your pile. If you're not sure how, you can visit the video in the ribbon above. This one is pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Whenever you're ready, the timestamps for your reading are in the description box in the comment below. We'll get started whenever you are. Hello Cosmic Babies, pile number 1. We're going to take a look at what your career, finances, and studies are looking like in the next 6 months. Okay, so we have bravely market your magic, which is absolutely amazing if you are, owning your business or trying to start your business, or marketing, sales, things like that. Okay, but it's also talking about expressing and representing yourself a lot more in the coming 6 months. And we also have sacred mirrors. Okay, again, talking about how you are allowing your inner world to shine through and express itself to the outer reality, whether you're doing that in a very creative format or an inventive format. In either case, you're kind of representing yourself to the outside world. And we have 33 there. For some reason I'm hearing communication. I don't know if it is linked with that or not, but I'm hearing a lot of communicating. We have that blue over there. So again, that expression, observing your surroundings, learning from it, knowing what you're learning, and delivering that in whatever you work on or whatever you're studying. Your attitude is shifting as well. You're gaining a lot more courage. The things that used to once block you are no longer blocking you. That's what you're learning, going through, uncovering, and so on and so forth. So level of courage is of course being enhanced. You're feeling a lot more confident in your own capabilities of achieving whatever goal you're setting out to do. Also with the sacred mirrors, it's like your inner reality is being reflected in the outer world, right? So that generally happens, but you can see that much more apparently, because, and the purpose is to show you in your face how your inner world is. When you know that, when you can really understand it, then you can start to shift things that you no longer need or want in your future, right? So for example, you're feeling a lack of confidence in delivering whatever work you want to. So you will see a lot of people lacking in confidence around you, or there will be people who are the exact opposite. They're extremely confident, and you immediately have the reflex of, oh, I wish I had that. So there is that. Either it is like the same saying, where it depends on how you understand. That's how the universe is going to show things to you. But the point of this is that you can really shift the way you experience the world by shifting the world within, and you can understand the world within by experiencing the world outside. Okay? All right, let's get you some more cards. We have IC, which is Imam Koli or Danadir point in your birth chart. And we have private self, home life, and childhood. So this basically refers to like the very inner parts of yourself that you are conscious of, but you kind of tuck it away, you push it aside, and you're like, well, it's fine, it's my own thoughts, I think this to myself, those kind of topics. So what do you say to yourself? What do you think to yourself? Those are some things that you will really start noticing. It is one of the focal points. So let's say you're trying to tackle some type of project at work or in your college or school or whatever, and you are trying to learn something, but you tell yourself, oh, this is too hard and I can't do it, or I've been trying for so long, it's not happening, maybe it's not supposed to be done, or maybe I'm doing it wrong, or whatever. Like, what is it that you say to yourself that greatly impacts the attitude you have towards that particular subject, and also all things attached to it, right? So you're noticing that a lot more. And we have Jupiter, which is luck, growth, expansion, optimism, and understanding. Exactly. So you're understanding your own patterns a lot more. You're gaining so much more awareness about how you function. And when you know that, you can find your motivation a lot easier, right? When you don't know, then you're always hitting walls and you don't know why you're going wrong and what is confusing. You just don't see it clearly. But I see you seeing things a lot more clearly. You will be seeing more synchronicities as well. You will recognize them a lot more. What else? Jupiter, as it clearly writes, it's the planet for growth and expansion. So you will learn through all of these things. Why these are so apparent is so that you can learn and grow out of these sticky behavioral patterns and into something more abundant for you. Jupiter is the planet of abundance as well. So you find your inner abundance and the outside world kind of reflects that onto you. Okay? We have the Knight of Pentacles. Yes, this is work, work, work. Okay, so you're putting in a lot of hard work, a lot of hard time. If you're looking for work, then this talks about you getting that work and you're, again, trying to do your best, you're persevering, you're disciplined, you're dedicated, you're focused, and you're steady. Okay, you are more reliable. You can rely on yourself to deliver good quality work at each time. If you have your exams coming up, this is talking about you, again, putting in the long hours and studying it the best that you can. Then we have Seven of Pentacles, one more very steady, reliable card. Pentacles are very stable, but Seven of Pentacles, again, talks about put in the work, persevere, and your rewards will show up, okay? If you have given the exams, then this is talking about your rewards are coming around, and you will see that all the efforts that you have put in the past are clearly manifested into the results that you get, right? Also talks about projects, and I love that it's steady, so I don't feel like you're getting overwhelmed by anything. You're just doing what you're supposed to do. You're working every day, and you're not shying away from any work. You're not panicking. You're not in a frenzy with yourself or anyone else. No one is bugging you. No politics as of yet, right? So this is very nice. Like, you're very level-headed. We have Three of Wands, which is a very Jupiterian card as well. This is a symbol of hope and optimism, good fortune coming around. If you have manifested some growth for your work or business studies, then this is about, again, with the results showing up. And if you know that you have put in the hard work, then this is kind of like, it's inevitable, all right? It's gonna show up. It's a water body, it's an ocean, the ship is gonna come, right? Awesome. There's always a yes card. We have 10 of Pentacles, which is about, gathering money to, be able to support your family. You're having a very solid base. Everyone is able to rely on you. You are able to rely on yourself. If there has been a problem with supporting the family or the people that you care about, then this is like the worries are, being lifted. It's gone. It's over. Okay. This is having like inheritances as well. And also saving up for the future. It's a very generational kind of money thing happening there, right? So financially, it's looking excellent, right? If you could not already tell, it's excellent. And for work as well, you're feeling stable, you're doing good work, and you're getting the rewards for all of that. And we have Knight of Wands. So at the end of it all, you're definitely having a lot of fun. There's a lot of fire energy, 2 Wands and 3 Pentacles, so grounded fire. That means that you are able to channel all that passion, confidence, courage that you want to have and already have into good use. You're being productive in a very tangible sense. You're grounding your ideas and passion to reality. It is not a restless energy. It is very flowing. It's kind of, you have the fire under your grip, right? You let the passions guide you. So if you're in a creative field, then this is like you're ready to explore and have some fun and get into some adventurous activities, even if it is a very, like, let's say you're writing, but you're, ready to explore some different viewpoints or plot twists or something. It's just very exciting overall with these 2 cards, and you feel that excitement, and then you quickly channel it into your work. Knight of Wands is also very artistic and creative as a card alone. I will get you some more cards here. And clarify the Knight of Pentacles. I would like to have some more detail for card 1. We have 5 of Pentacles. Okay, 5 of Pentacles is coming from a place of poverty or a lack mindset, or not having enough, or having that feeling of getting stuck alone, and so on and so forth. So it could have been something that you are going through or have gone through, and this is talking about you're working your way out of that, right? 7 of Pentacles, please clarify that. Okay, we have the Ace of Wands, and we also have the 7 of Cups. Right, 7 of Cups is having a lot of different options, many different ideas, and it can get very dreamy, and you don't really ground anything in reality. You just daydream and imagine many things, and you're like, yeah, well, now I don't know what to do, right? But I love that it's with the Ace of Wands. So all of these different ideas are very passionate to you. There are many different ideas that are coming to the forefront of your mind, and you're working through all of these things. Okay, you pick one and you go with it, you ground that into reality, and then you go to the next idea, which is why you're always full of energy in the next 6 months. 3 of Wands, please clarify the 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands clarified by the 3 of Wands, so a lot of hope and optimism for sure. And we also have the Child of Swords, so you're learning a lot of things. You definitely have a lot of energy, but you also have so much curiosity. Whatever it is you're doing, or whatever it is you want to do and create, you're like learning about it, you're reading about it, learning from the people who already know things, and you're experimenting with things, you're exploring different ideas. It's as though the whole world kind of opens up to you once again, and you're like, yeah, okay, give it to me, what else? What else is out there? Okay, 10 of Pentacles. We have the 2 of Wands. So for some of you, it can be that you have multiple opportunities kind of coming up. Say you have something already, but you're wanting to go and explore something new, so you move towards the adventure. Knight of Wands can indicate travel as well, unexpectedly. So you might be offered to relocate your home, and it actually turns out to be a very awesome thing. So you're expanding everything again, right? So exploring different ideas. Yeah, if you're in college or school, then it might be that you choose another course if you want to, or you go with 2 courses at the same time if you're ambitious. But yeah, there are multiple options that are coming through, and you feel very secure because of that. For some of you, it can be that you're doing 2 things at once, but you're able to do it very effortlessly and I wouldn't say effortlessly, but you're able to do it flawlessly. As long as you stick to your routine, then everything is great. Okay, Knight of Wands. Oops. I'm going to take the 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles is like you're having so much fun at work, you're having so much fun doing what you do, spending the everyday hours, you don't mind that, you're loving that you are able to put so much of yourself on your work, into your work, and you're feeling so much more fueled by it, you're putting yourself in there, and you're getting a lot more motivation out of it. So very energized and very secure and stable. I'm loving it, absolutely reliable. So I also have some oracle cards here, which are going to give you some more guidance of how you can bring in more success in whatever you're doing, right? We have Oriel. A new creative venture is on the horizon. See it as a positive change. Yes, so one more avenue can be coming up. If you're doing some type of a regular job, 9-to-5 thing, then you also have the option of doing something to fuel your artistic or creative ventures. Right, so you are able to, do both things somehow, some way. You are arranging things and managing such that you're able to satisfy both your, creative and also your disciplined nature at the same time. And I love that it says a new, so it can be a new idea, the new spark we were seeing with the Ace of Wands and the 3 of Wands, of like new possibilities and manifestations coming through, and also the choice of 2 of Wands. We have White Owl. The wisdom and messages of the divine are within you. Yeah, this is again talking about gaining more knowledge and wisdom, more awareness, and being more perceptive. Owls are very perceptive, very observant, extremely intuitive. So all of that is kind of guiding you towards the right direction this whole time. It's more of a background thing that's happening. It's more of an internal world situation that is happening. Based on the things that you have been working towards and manifesting, these things are showing up in your external world. That's why I said, since the inner world is more of a background thing, you can observe your inner world through the outer world. Okay? Then we have Turkey. Honor your own time of harvest. Offer your gifts and blessings as service to the greater good. Yeah. This is talking about chill out and have fun, right? Honor your own time of harvest. You don't have to rush towards anything, and I don't see any rushing. So just keep that in mind, that everything is happening in good timing, in divine timing and planning and so on and so forth. So you don't have to, there's no deadline really, even though, humans specify certain deadlines, that's like for specific projects and stuff, that's fine. But what you are needing to become, the money you need to earn, or the stability you need to have in the career, that you are going to have. Okay, so be patient with yourself, because if the mind gets turbulent, then everything else starts shaking, right? All over the place. Yeah. So honor that time that you spent in studying. Don't skimp out on it. Okay, don't be like, yeah, well, I will procrastinate today and see what happens tomorrow. You know what happens tomorrow if you procrastinate, right? So things like that. And offer your gifts and blessings as service to the greater good. That is more relevant for, I think, business people, and also, it depends on what work you do, really. Everything can really help humanity as a whole if you can see it that way. So if it is not the regular job that makes you feel as though you're being of service to the collective, then it might be this creative pursuit that's coming up for you. If it is that course that you are doing right now doesn't make you feel as though you're going to be able to contribute to the world, then you can have the option of shifting to another type of course that makes you feel more like that, right? Yes, okay. The universe works fast when I'm having fun. Yeah, exactly. That's like the Knight of Wands there, Three of Wands there. You find that joy, find that passion and follow it. This is really talking about follow that passion and that fire, and wherever that energy and that fuel is taking you. Where do you find motivation? What inspires you? Move towards that. As you keep doing that, you raise your vibe. When you raise your vibe, your manifestations come true. You get the stability that you have been looking for. You're able to support everyone that you care about, including yourself, right? And we have, I recognize that I have chosen fear, and I choose again, I choose love. That's more talking about like how you're coming out of the past energy, and you're not giving in to any negative self-talk or self-sabotaging instincts, okay? Yeah. As soon as you see that being mirrored outside, you're ready to, just shift your awareness, shift your focus into something that is more positive. So you're choosing again, you're recreating your surroundings, right? You're getting out of sticky vibes. And also have some chakra cards, so you're going to take a look at that. I've not been using this for a long time because this card actually got damaged some time ago, and I've been putting off, making it straight again. Anyway, so we have the underactive root chakra, which is related to, fear, insecurities, you feeling unsure and disorganized, poor focus, and financial instability. That again is referring to this whole Five of Pentacles situation we had. Grounding yourself, connecting with the earth, and practicing yoga. These things can really help, balance the root chakra, because if you're feeling unsafe in your existence in terms of a survival state of being, then the poverty mindset kind of keeps continuing, and you're not able to attract as much abundance as you would like to, or as much as you feel you deserve, right? So if you resonate with that, then maybe meditate on the root chakra there. Okay, then we have I Speak My Truth, which is a balanced throat chakra. This is associated with good communication, being very decisive, speaking without fear, and also you're able to express yourself very truthfully. Expression is, again, in terms of the soul's voice, okay? What speaks very, very true to you, very deep down. You're able to convey that in a very balanced approach. You'd offend no one, you get offended by no one. And you're able to listen carefully, the whole perceptive in the throat that I was getting here with this. Yeah, that's that card. And also Child of Swords there. Page of Swords is good with debates and discussions, right? Reading a lot of different items, having a very broad awareness of things and being able to convey all of those things. So if you have to write reports or give exams, this is absolutely perfect. For presentations, spot on. Okay, so you're speaking, excellent. And we have an underactive crown chakra as well. So confused, lack of connection, feeling alone, feeling lost, lack of faith, and selfishness. Yeah, so again, if you overwhelm yourself too much, you feel very cluttered in your mind. And if you don't have that clarity, you lose that focus, right, that you already had with this root. So it's very important that you stay grounded to what is true to you, what is your focus, what do you want to create, right? You have to keep that in mind the whole time. That way you are going to remain aligned from top to bottom, and everything else is just going to flow synchronously. Okay, so that's what I have for you, pile 1. I really hope this gave you a lot of insights. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like the video if you like the reading. Share and subscribe as well. And if you want a personal reading, you can always reach me via my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box and the comment below. And feel free to check out any of my other readings. They're all there on my channel. Plenty of different genres. So pick whatever you want, whenever you want. But until next time, take care. Bye. Hi Pile 2 Cosmic Babies, welcome to your reading. We're going to take a look at your career, finances, and education in the coming 6 months. Okay, we have What Does Your Soul Say? That's the first card. Highly spiritual, but also kind of following your soul expression. Being driven by your intuition or using your intuition a lot more. Learning your truth and listening to your own voice. That's been highlighted. Okay, and we also have You Are Epic. Blue and yellow. Awesome. Yellow is about motivation, confidence, inspiration, willpower, dedication, confidence, courage. It's basically all the qualities of the divine masculine. It's realizing your worth and using that worth and confidence to push you forward and externalizing these feelings. So making tangible efforts, that's very much of the solar plexus. This already looks a little bit similar to pile 1, so if you were drawn to that as well, then maybe check that out too. Yeah, I love the color themes. Because I also have these chakra cards which we'll take a look at later, but you have blue and yellow here as well, so that's a nice synchronicity. These two chakras are just being very important. Blue is also kind of the indigo color over here, is related to the third eye, so again the intuitive part of things is really coming out. Okay, we'll see more. We have Lilith, which is raw, primal, subconscious, and repressions. Then we have North Node, life mission, hidden talents, and destination. And we also have the Moon, emotion, instinct, unconsciousness, and mother figure. It also represents the intuitive part of things, okay? So very subtle, very gentle, makes sense why it is the soul kind of coming out. So you can feel like an inevitable tug or a pull in certain directions in the next 6 months. It can create changes because usually when the soul comes into play, I've noticed that it's always about, okay, you know, yeah, we do this so far, but we need to start exploring different avenues, or we want to explore more things, find more fulfillment. So changes kind of come inevitably when the soul gets involved, right? So what is something that you have been wanting to do and explore very deep down, something that is always playing in the back of your mind, that maybe if you pick up that certain habit, or, you know, start creating your own sustenance, then how would that go? And usually when people start thinking about that, they come up with a lot of fears or insecurities about their own selves, about, no, you cannot do it. No, it's too daunting. No, it's too far away. No, we're in this too deep and we can't make any changes, and so on and so forth, right? So yeah, it can be very elusive, like unreachable in your mind, but despite that, you still have that as a dream, right? So these 6 months are going to be very important because you will be veering more in that direction of something that you very inherently need and want. Not necessarily because of the tangible benefits you might get, but for the sake of your happiness, for the sake of your fulfillment, you will be wanting to seek these things. You will be making more efforts towards that. You might, again, like you take one step forward and then you're like, no, okay, enough, I don't want to do anymore. So then you procrastinate for a little bit. But then again, you're, motivated to come back to this certain thing and you give it another shot. And again and again. So there can be a hesitation in the beginning until you start getting used to moving towards what you truly, truly want. What does your soul say? And the North Node, which is supposed to be our life mission in this incarnation. It's usually uncomfortable to move towards these things because we have not done them before and we don't know how it might work out. So it does involve like a big amount of trust that we must put in the universe. But every time you follow the North Node, the rest of the things fall into place. Okay? And in order to keep following the North Node, we have to battle with our internal fears and past wounding and so on and so forth. But the point is, it doesn't matter, because at the heart of it all, you discover that you are a spirit, you are eternal, you are epic in whatever way that you are. You're letting that inherent nature of yours shine through a lot brighter by the end of the next 6 months. You're not running away from things. Instead, you have more courage and confidence to face things head on. Okay, we have the sun, which is very yellow again. It's a lot of happiness. This talks about fulfillment, having plenty of clarity. The sun in esoteric astrology rules the spirit that is here embodied within you. It gives you that direction. It shows you the way. It brings you illumination, awareness, expansion, joy, success, accomplishments, all of those things. So it looks very positive for you in the next 6 months, yeah? Fully feeling vibrant and cheerful as well. You're finding what really brings you that joy, that good cheer. We have Page of Cups, so manifestation can be very, very easy. You can be, dreamy in the next 6 months. A very excellent card for artistic pursuits, but also if you're into spiritual domains as you're part of the work, then this is very good again. Manifesting anything really. If you're into you want to create a new job for yourself, new possibilities, new people who can help you get into certain places, and so on and so forth, all that is very much possible too. It's just what speaks true to you, because you can see that these rays are coming out from this person's heart. So what is truly fulfilling? Are you asking this simply for the ego to be satisfied, or for your heart to be satisfied? Will you genuinely feel good if you have something or whatever it is that you wish for? If yes, then it is very likely to manifest. Okay? So make sure to look at the motivations you have before you wish for certain things. Okay, you're also, again, like I said, very dreamy, idealistic. You have all these new bursts of feelings. It really comes from a place of, a lot of optimism, and that again is synchronous with the sun there. We have the Fool, which is taking a leap of faith. You're following your life mission and kind of taking some chances here. But again, you're not afraid to take risks here. I'm not feeling a lot of fear. There will be some hesitations that come along the way, but I don't see that as dampening your spirit in any way. You're like, but okay, I will deal with it. Okay, I will try. Let me just one more hint, one more move, one more push. you're finding that motivation a lot. It's as though the spirit is kind of nudging you again and again and again until you decide to trust, to go with the flow, and recognize that you're eternal anyway. You're definitely a part of the universe, and you are here by discovering your North Node or your life mission or your passions, your fulfillment. You are inevitably attracting the universe's support, right? And that's what kind of gives you that push to go forward and chase your dreams, not be afraid of what comes. We have Four of Pentacles, so you start saving up a lot. So some of you might be really thinking of leaving an old job behind, or saving up for college, or if you're coming out of college, then you start doing something to earn your own living, and at the same time pursuing something that you're very passionate about. So it's a lot of focus on I'm going to protect my money, I'm going to protect my stability, and I'm going to take what is important for me into my next chapter. I will save more, invest more. Those type of things are coming out here. And especially if you're going to leave the current job that you have and you want to explore something new from the beginning, then you do need certain savings already built up so that you can sustain for yourself for a bit longer, right? And we have the Tower. We talked about changes, and we do have the Fool there. Fool, the Sun, Page, all things are so optimistic. I feel as though this is something you're doing willingly. It's not a change that is forced upon you in any way. It's just giving you more reasons to follow that little voice in the back of your mind that you have been ignoring so far. Okay, let's clarify the Sun now. Prior to viewers' career, finances, and education in the next 6 months. Clarify the Sun, please. Give me more information for them. Sun. We have the High Priestess. Yes, you're being very much intuitively guided. Your higher self, your spirit is giving you all the insights that you need at this time in order to move forward. Like I said, it's a very gentle, it's a very subtle voice. Make sure you meditate often or find some space just in solitude, practice mindfulness, so that you can hear this gentle nudge that the soul keeps giving. Okay, Page of Cups, please clarify that. And you will be successful. This is not even a question. Okay, as long as you keep doing these things, as long as you stay connected, you will be. I don't need to do a separate reading for that. It really is. Okay, Page of Cups. We have Seven of Swords. So this can be while I'm getting a feeling of even wherever you work at this time or wherever you're studying, it can be that you look the same as everyone else, but you're so different. And you're not being shy of that. You're not running away from that knowledge anymore. You're not forcing yourself to fit into a box that you don't. Okay, so you're embracing your uniqueness, and the more and more you do that and you find that confidence in yourself, you feel more and more optimistic and happy. Okay, we have the Fool next. I'm feeling really excited on behalf of you, really, okay, come on, bring it on. Okay, new world, new adventures, new leap of faith. Yeah, it's a little bit scary, but it's good kind of scary. It's purposeful, it's fulfilling, it's so motivating. Okay, the Fool. We have the Ace of Wands, following the new spark, new passion, new creative venture, new horizons to explore, that spark, so much excitement that follows with the Ace of Wands. You can't wait to, discover more. Okay, Four of Pentacles, clarify that. Okay. We have Judgment, and we have the Queen of Wands. So you're saving up in order to follow your life purpose, that soul calling, and you find so much joy and fire from that. So you have a lot of stamina in the next 6 months. So whatever your endeavor is, you can put so much of yourself in that. You can put so much effort and energy into it, so much willpower into it, and it's as though you wake up and you're bright and fresh and you're ready to go. You're ready to tackle things. You know why you are pursuing something. And that gives you, again, a lot more passion and drive. You're not afraid. The Four of Pentacles can signify, overprotectiveness and clinginess about things, but this is a very healthy scenario. You're saving for a reason. You're protective for a reason, right? And you also trust that you will have stability for the future. And with this here, yeah, you will. But it's not something that is, going to happen like today you begin something and tomorrow you have stability. Of course not. But it's more like you're taking on that entrepreneurial role, for example, or that leader role of your life. You're taking ownership, you're taking care of your own self, and that makes you feel so much freer. Okay? Even though this can be a card of not feeling free or, caging yourself, this is the clarifiers that are saying exactly the opposite. You're doing this for freedom, and that's why you feel a lot more free and light. The Tower, please, let's clarify that. So much transformation. The butterflies are really sticking out. Yes, we have Ace of Pentacles. So, that slipped. Sorry about the noise. So we have Ace of Pentacles, which is like new ventures of finances, new stability coming around, new opportunities, methods of making new ground for finances for the future, right? So you're like, nope, I'm done with this chapter. And you're like really decisive about it in the next 6 months, right? I don't want this type of work to follow me around, or I don't want to be involved in such a field, and I would like to work for myself, or I would like to shift to another company, country, place, education field, or country, college, whatever. Like there is definite shift and change, but it is all directed by you. Okay? Alright, let's see these chakra cards now. We have I can do anything, which is a balanced chakra card. So you're active, confident, you have your personal power, self-respect, good energy levels, and willpower. I mean, we already talked about all of that, loving the synchronicity. And we have I see, underactive, third eye. So, like I said, meditation is something that you have to do. Otherwise, you can get very clouded, you can feel very unsafe, in the sense like I don't know where this is headed, and unaware of where you might be headed, right? This is when you focus on the light, you can balance the third eye. It's also, again, mentions the clarity. You're able to think very clearly because it's linked with the mind there. So meditation is the way to bring it back to balance anytime that you feel a little bit lost. Whenever you feel that hesitance that I was talking about before, it is as a result of, yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, but I can't see clearly. Yeah, but what would others think? And there are things like that, unnecessary to your purpose factors kind of come into your mind and into the forefront and kind of start dictating how you should be moving. In other words, it brings about fears that don't need to exist, because after all, you're following what your spirit is saying. It's not something that you've heard on TV or something. It's something that comes from deep within. It's a feeling that you cannot explain, and it's okay to not explain it to everyone and all the time, and it doesn't matter if everyone else understands it or not, because it's your life. You're the one leading it. So do anything that you know is giving you that deep sense of fulfillment. Yes, so I said that already in the beginning here. Like, as long as you keep meditating and you stay connected, it's very clear cut. It's very purposeful and in alignment with the universe. And you will see things kind of fit into the right places as and when you move forward. Okay, let's get you some more guidance about how you can attract more success in terms of your career, finances, and studies. We have the Canary first. Step forward now and sing your song. There is power in finding your voice. Again, yellow. So much yellow going on. So absolutely this I can do anything is sticking out a lot. Okay, fire energy. This canary is talking about expressing yourself again. We already talked about that in the beginning, so more confirmation. And we have a flicker. New rhythms are coming into your life now. You're encouraged to trust and adapt. Yes, change is inevitable. We talked about it. Okay, so you're bringing new rhythms into your life, and also you will meet fateful events or encounters in your surroundings that are going to nudge you more and more in that direction. Okay, so just go with the flow. I don't think you're not. I think you're ready for changes. So yeah, just keep at it. Then we have Crane. You will soon enter into a beneficial partnership. Luck and longevity bless this union. Yeah, when I saw this Page of Cups there, I was thinking you can attract love as well, but then I remembered this is not a love reading, but for some reason it almost came out. So for some of you, it is going to be an important factor. This partner of yours or someone you meet, this can be a friend as well, who is very influential in your life, who always motivates you, and they're going to be very key in helping you get out of your hesitance, right? They will nudge you and motivate you to, keep going forward and just give it a shot. And perhaps, because of this fateful union or the partnership that you have right now, that entering into a good place, you are able to, leave the certain job that you have been doing so far, keep your savings and kind of, try to use them as a support, because they are willing to do this, extend the same as well, right? So they're like, you know what? Give it a go. Try, do whatever you want. I'm fine. I'm in a secure place, so I can help you out if you need, right? So that can really help you get motivated there. Okay, then we have I surrender to a power greater than me. That's the Fool card. That's literally the Fool card. And we have I am the loving energy of the universe. Yes, very much. Lovely. Okay, so that's what I have for you, pile 2. I don't really need to explain that now, do I? It's so obvious, it's so beautiful, all synchronistic, lovely. I wish you all the best on your new journey, whatever that is for you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like the video if you like the reading, share and subscribe as well. If you want a personal reading, you can always reach me via my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box and comment below. Feel free to check out any of my other videos. They're all there on my channel. Plenty different genres, so pick whatever you want, whenever you want. Until next time, take care. Bye. Hello, Cosmic Babies, pile number 3. We're going to take a look at your career, finances, and education in the coming 6 months. We have the first card as Soul on Fire. Excellent. And we have Creator Alchemy. Okay, so you're definitely leveling up. Okay, that's obvious. In what way, how, in which field, we're going to take a look. Okay. Actually, regardless of whatever field you're in, you're regardlessly, leveling up, you're raising your vibe, you're increasing your motivation, you're finding that passion, you're finding that spark of life, and you're creating a lot of transformation. The Creator Alchemy is about being in the creator's seat. You are the director, you're co-creating with the universe. It's not something that can be, passed off as, okay, so now cashier's job to sales something. No, it's not restricted to any of that, okay? But it's kind of creating whatever shift that you want to create. Okay, we have the 4th house. 4th house is about home, family, stability, foundations, the place where you feel the most safe, and also where your private self lies. So things you think to yourself, things you would like to do in your free time by yourself, and so on. And we also have Mars, which is passion, anger, action, courage, desire, and competition. Mars is a very masculine driven sign. It's associated with fire and also drivenness, focus, motivation, and with the soul on fire, that's very much talking about letting that passion and to guide you and make the shifts that you need to make. What actions do you need to take towards the things that you truly want deep down? How can you uncover it? How can you pave the way? All of those things. There is a metamorphosis quality kind of going on here. It does come with a bit of a gestation period, or you're like sitting with it, you're letting that sink in. You're allowing yourself to dream. You're kind of thinking about it more and more and more. Okay, then we have the Three of Swords first. We got a lot of cards for you, by the way, so I'm going to be clarifying all of these before I start interpreting. Okay, we have Four of Swords, which is, again, rest, recuperation, healing, so you can take a break from work or studies. You might be feeling overwhelmed or that you've been working really hard in the past couple months and you would like to, take a breather and care for yourself. Then we have, speaking of care, we have the Empress. The Empress is, of course, the divine feminine. She's flowing, she's intuitive, she's nurturing, she's creative, she is, she's kind of the reason for doing anything. Okay, what makes you feel fulfilled? If you don't have that internal feeling, that emotional drive, then why will you take action, and towards what, right? So caring and nurturing for yourself is going to be very important in the next 6 months. I know this is a career reading, but that's a very important part of how well you cope with a lot of work, right? How do you maintain stability and sustain yourself through your work? If you've been suffering from burnout as well, this is again talking about taking that load off and giving some time to yourself. We have Five of Cups as well. Okay, then we have the Three of Pentacles. Okay, and finally we also have the Page of Cups. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to clarify each of these cards. Let's clarify the Three of Swords first, please, for pile 3. Career, finances, and studies coming 6 months. Please clarify the Three of Swords. Yes, we have the Guardian of Swords or the Queen of Swords. The first thing I heard was boss. Okay, like it can be very intimidating or a very demanding boss that you have at this time, or project leader or manager, or something of that sort. Okay, someone who's very cold and cutting and very critical of everything that you do. I feel that as a person influence. Someone is there who's kind of hurting you emotionally, kind of pulling you down a little bit, or it can be even your own critical voice. Okay, so like the words you say to yourself when you're alone. So what's your self-talk, right? That's something that's coming through. So you need to kind of heal through that. And you are, because whenever you're very critical of yourself, you can't really feel confident in anything that you do, right? So whatever work it is you do, let's say you have presentations and you're not able to, feel good about yourself, you're not able to express yourself or your work very clearly, and that ends up giving you a poor grade. It has in the past, and you know that you need to be working on these things, because otherwise you're not getting the adequate reward that you deserve for the work that you have put in. So it can be something that has happened and it has been a conditioning or a limiting aspect for you, and you're working through that as we go. Okay, Four of Swords, let's clarify that. You have Queen of Pentacles, which is again about self-care, self-nurturing, giving yourself some time and space, grounding yourself, returning home. So again, if you're in college or something, you might be studying from home, or you are going home by taking a bit of a break. You might have been working really hard, or again, there can be this really demanding assignment that you have, and it's being a bit much. So you kind of take a break there and return to your center. Okay. Also, in terms of finances here, you can be like, this to me feels like overthinking about how you can manage or how you can earn or how you can strategize and so on and so forth. And you're kind of going around in loops by thinking about all of those things. But over here, this is like finding peace in the financial conditions that you have. So that gives me the idea that you will get either some new avenues, or you find more sense of security, or you find a different home, because fourth house does talk about home. You find a different home with a lower rent, but it also gives you peace and bliss and makes you feel more cozy. So it turns out for the best, and because of that, you're able to be more productive and create something else out of your time, of your efforts. So if you're looking for a different type of job, you can definitely find a different team. But this is more talking about how you can return to a place of peace and security in terms of finances. If you have been worried about money, then this is talking about that being resolved, and you're now, resting and healing from all that anxiety you had in the past. Okay, the Empress, please. The Empress signifies abundance and fertility as well. So it can be for some of you that you're trying to get pregnant, or you already are, and now you're trying to get more finances to support both of your futures, or your family's future, whatever it is. You're kind of finding more ways to earn more money for this new individual that's coming into your lives. That's going to be for some of you, but yeah. Okay, the Empress, clarify that, please. We have the Ace of Wands. So creative work, again, finding the passion, finding the productivity. Where do you feel the most creative and full, and like you have so many ideas, and that you are overflowing and abundant? Where do you feel rich? That's something you'll be following. Like I said, Soul on Fire, that already came up in the beginning. Yeah, a lot of passion kind of coming through, coming out. Very gently, you're able to, like I said, sit in it, sit with it, and feel good about yourself, about the work you do. You're revitalizing. Yes, I think that's the correct word here. Okay, Five of Cups, let's clarify that. Yeah, we have the Elder of Cups. So I feel like when I was looking at the Five of Cups right now, I heard regret. So there can be some kind of emotional attachment to this boss or this leader, or somehow you have, because it can point to karmic situations as well. Sometimes it does happen that the authority figures we get in our lives are very representative of the relationship we have had with authority figures while growing up. It can be either your father or your mother, doesn't matter, but whoever was more authoritarian, more commanding, more kind of someone you look up to. The relationship we have, that is usually mirrored in the bosses we get or the leaders we get later in life, which kind of again nudges us and pushes us towards healing that type of relationship and wounding that has happened in the past, intentional or intentional. And this can be a subconscious or an unconscious fear, insecurity, or trauma that is continuously blocking you and you don't really know why. And I love that you're working through that, you're healing through that by feeling your feelings. Yes. And Elder of Cups can also be someone in your life who is very compassionate and loving and nurturing, very empathetic as well. Someone who understands your feelings rather than, stick to the words that you are speaking out loud all the time. It can represent a person for some of you. Meanwhile, it can also be that you find more bliss and spiritual connection within yourself. You connect more with your soul and get more perspective about why certain things have been difficult or why those blocks have existed so far. Emotional blockages, you are healing all of that, because Elder of Cups is like getting deep love and acceptance for yourself by gaining a broader perspective on things, by understanding and relating with many different people around you whom you feel close with. You're able to uncover your true nature. You're able to let go of things that are not needed right now. You don't need to feel grief for certain things that have happened in the past and no longer are repeating, because the past will not repeat itself if you do not live there, right? Not in your heart, not in your mind, not in your words or your physical surroundings, right? So a lot of things kind of coming out of a lot of shadowy spaces. That's what I'm feeling here. You're gaining a lot more maturity and your productivity is increasing along with that simultaneously. Okay, Three of Pentacles. You can find a counselor for some of you. I don't know why I'm feeling that. You can find a counselor and talk about things. Why do you feel low on energy? Why do you feel a feeling of low self-esteem, even though you have dreams, even though you have aspirations, things like that? Okay, I'm getting so many specific situations. I don't know if this is one person or many. I don't know. Let me know if you resonate with this. Okay, Three of Pentacles. Let's clarify. Okay, we have Seven of Cups. So this is, again, can be talking about you're looking for a new team or a new project, or you're working, this work opportunity or this team that you're already in kind of gives you a lot of possibilities. Okay, like I said, as and when you're dealing with all of these things, you're coming out of that. You also start seeing things from a different perspective. You start learning from each other, and just the level of teamwork, cooperation kind of starts increasing. It can be that a new person comes in, or you join a new team. It can be anything. And Three of Pentacles also talks about a startup. So you might be wanting to create your own business, so you find a team that can help you through that. And Seven of Cups is like, okay, we could do this, we could do that. These are the many different possibilities. What do you suggest we do? Right? Many ideas to explore. And Three of Pentacles is about putting all of that to reality. You're not just thinking about it and leaving it aside. You're doing things. You're imagining stuff, but you're also trying to make that happen. One more thing with the Five of Cups, it can be for some of you that you lost a certain position or a field, or some type of failure may have happened, right, which has kind of demotivated you in the past, and you have been focusing on that loss for a bit too long than needed. That's why you're getting this push to take a break and recuperate before moving forward. And I see you doing that, and you are definitely feeling that rejuvenation, okay? You have a lot more stamina coming up. And with the abundance here, more choices open up for you, and you can also manifest from a healthier place. Because if you are feeling very demotivated and low all the time, and you still, keep wishing and hoping that, you get a certain job or a certain opportunity or a certain boss or whatever, then what you're still attracting is that feeling of loss, right? So you don't feel good, so you can't attract that good. So that's why taking a break is very important, and kind of recuperating, processing everything that has happened so far. Because let's face it, we cannot be go, 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 even if the world tells us to, right? We are humans, we need breaks, we need to understand things. We have many more layers than just productivity, right? So I love that you're making that a part of your routine, or making it a priority for yourself. And you see that, it's not actually harming your surroundings or your productivity. Instead, it is improving it. It is giving you more fuel. You're trusting people more. You're cooperating with others more. People are recognizing you more in a much more healthy light. And that's why these different opportunities are coming into your forefront as well. Okay, Page of Cups. Let's clarify that. Clarify the Page of Cups for a pile of you, please. I think it is pretty clear, actually. It does not want to clarify, because I was just about to mention that Page of Cups is again about manifestations, the things that kind of miracles coming around, and letting your heart speak. And for that, we see a lot of heart happening, right? Five of Cups. Cups is already related with the heart. Three of Swords is that heartbreak and the pain that your heart feels. And in the Four of Swords, we have this heart lying around here, which is kind of connected, but you're still kind of keeping it outside of you. I can't feel this anymore, so let it take some time and rest, right? And the Empress, the divine feminine, is associated with feelings of love and nurturing and security, right? So I love that we have a lot of heart themes going on. So you're following what you want by first acknowledging, accepting, and moving on from everything that has happened and everything it has made you so far, right? The whole world kind of opens up to you a lot. By the end of 6 months, you'll be feeling a lot more optimistic, ready to explore, ready to manifest from a very high vibe place. You're kind of having a lot more fun. You feel that hope from within, okay? You don't need any external help to do that. And when you are manifesting from that state of being, you can bring anything into your reality. Okay, let's see your chakra cards. We have I understand, overactive, crown chakra, which is spiritual judgment, lack of individuality, too trusting, over intellectual, and overloaded feeling. So this is also related with kind of overthinking things and kind of I'm getting a feeling, but I don't know how to express it. That because you overthink or you overwhelm yourself, again, this is more pointing towards this Guardian of Swords, Three of Swords situation here. You know, it can be something, again, coming from the past, which is kind of causing you to be overly critical of yourself, and yeah, that kind of creates blocks within you. The thoughts that you have can be very loopy. Connecting with the universe can really help in whatever way that you see fit. It can be religion for some, mindfulness, meditation, yoga. It can be many different things, but yeah, doing that can really help you out, raise your vibe. The lack of individuality feeling as well can stem from, again, like, you know, you're let's say hearing the words you are not good enough, or like you cannot do this and it's not possible, you know what, you're too tired and you don't have enough motivation, and so on and so forth. There can be many negative self-talk things that we give to ourselves, tell ourselves, and it can also be from the external, of course, but it can make you feel as though you yourself as you are not enough, and because of that you need to rely on other things too much, and that feeling of dependency and that lack of trusting yourself can cause so much havoc in your mind. You don't know what to think anymore, right? So that's something that has been happening, or is still kind of is in the remnant stage, but you're really moving out of that, honestly. Okay. And we also have underactive solar plexus, low self-esteem, attraction to stimulants, low energy, trusting others more than self. Yeah, make sure that with the Three of Pentacles and Seven of Cups, it is a slippery slope by looking at these two cards, that, you know, you put your ideas up front as well. You give your own viewpoint too. Instead of only being a team, you also need to be an individual within the team, right? It's just a warning. I'm not saying that's what is going to happen, because we have this Empress card right here, and that tells a lot about, yeah, you are very strong and secure within everything you feel, everything you are, everything you are thinking, and so on and so forth. And self-esteem kind of follows right after that. Yeah, so working on energy levels, taking it easy, and working on bringing back that motivation. If you're having blocks, writer's blocks or something, then this is, again, that being lifted, new sparks, new passion, new ideas coming up, new people coming in who are going to motivate you as well. It's just kind of warning you to not be overly dependent on anyone, because ultimately it's your journey. Okay, we have some advice cards for you on how to be more successful in the next 6 months. Okay. We have Pelican, choose to follow the path of forgiveness and raise your vibration. Yes, the forgiveness, let go of that, grief, or a person that has been very critical with you, even yourself. Kind of let the past be where it belongs, in the past, right? And raise your vibration. Like I said, acknowledgement, acceptance, and release. These are the 3 things that you can do to move forward. Then we have Falcon, use your keen perception and skill in making decisions. Do not delay. Yeah, so if you want to try something new, if you want to do something new, the moment you realize it, make it happen, okay? Keen perception and skill can also be in terms of the emotional empathy, sympathy type of qualities. So you feel drawn towards something. You feel that nudge, that push to, create something very different. Go for it. It can be also related with manifestation. The moment you feel it, manifest it. Don't doubt it. Don't overthink it. Just go ahead and do what you can. Do what you want to make this dream version of yourself come true. We also have Chicory, which is the time is right to release old patterns and energies. You're ready to embrace change. Yeah, like I said, things are changing. Absolutely. It's time to, let that go. That's why you will get things more obvious now. In terms of, during your meditation or the thoughts that you get, the astrological transits that happen, all of these things kind of supplement all of these qualities that we're already talking about. And we also have Heron, let go of convention and follow your own unique path. So if it is about starting your own business over here with the Three of Pentacles, then yeah, that's very much blessed. If you want to do that, you can absolutely go for it. But also letting go of convention is like, yeah, sure, the example I was giving, everyone would have you believe that you always have to be motivated, you always have to be productive, you always have to be on the go and always successful, right? It's easy to say, very hard to do, and nobody talks about, the hard part, right? Always giving you tips on like, oh, how you can tackle this. But why expect that you always need to be go, go, go? You have many layers. So when you acknowledge these layers, you're basically letting go of the conventional belief systems and you're being who you are. When you do that, you accept yourself for who you are. When you do that, you can have a more healthy mindset. You can make decisions much faster. You don't need to rely on a lot of external things at all, whether it is in terms of stimulants or in terms of people. Okay, we also have my outer experiences are a reflection of my internal condition. Yes. So you can get a lot of hints from the outside, and I love the full moon over here, so your emotions are again heightened and you can sense a lot of your internal world by observing the moon. You will find yourself syncing up with the moon a lot. I was also noticing this moon over here at the Queen of Swords, and also have one over here with the Empress. That's interesting. Yes, the moon is something important. You can manifest using the moon as well. Wish on the moon, kind of hope for it to, guide you gently in your life, even if it is from the background, even if it's something that's happening without your knowledge and consciously, just if you need help, you need help. And there are a lot of universal forces that are at your disposal. They're ready to help you out as long as you are willing to as well. Okay. We also have the universe works fast when I'm having fun. That is, again, following your hopes and dreams and what makes you happy, what makes you feel fulfilled. What do you want instead of what do you need? How can you let go of this conventional belief system or trajectory that you have followed so far? And how can you find this unique path of yours? How can you follow it? How can you find the motivation and the energy to move towards it? Or does the goal itself give you that much motivation? Right? So it's up to you to describe that, and you will find your way through, I'm sure of it, and you will, the whole, if you're concerned about productivity and what you will gain out of things, then you are stable, you have income, so you don't have to be worried about that, okay? So that's what I have for you, pile 3. I really hope this helped you out. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, like the video if you like the reading, share and subscribe as well. If you want a personal reading, you can always reach me via my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box in the comment below. Feel free to check out any of my other readings. They're all there on my channel with plenty of different genres, so pick whatever you want whenever you want. Until next time, take care. Bye.